No man by his normal capacity can walk on water. So it was miracle enough. But Jesus did not stop there. Even when the wind became boisterous, Jesus still expected Peter to walk on water. So the miracle shouldn't stop because things got tough. Are you listening to me? So when the winds began to rage more than before and they became boisterous, and Peter, upon observing the wind, began to sink, Jesus still said, "Why did you doubt? Why did you doubt?" So it just tells you, you may be doing okay in your Christian work, but there is a training that gives you the fortitude and the stamina to stand in the evil day, to still stand. You see, 2 quick points I want to draw from this, and I don't want you to ever forget this. If the word of God is true, and it is, it means 2 things. Number 1, peace is not an event. It's not an event. For many people it is, but it shouldn't have to be. Many people see peace as something that happens, and therefore it is not their fault. They can't do anything about it. It is out of their control. Because they see it as something that happens to them, they see it as an event. They are not positioned properly to ensure that they keep walking in peace. The word of God says, allow peace reign in your heart. It means that you have a part to play. It's not out of your control. Oh, Pastor Paul Omoike, good to see you. I didn't recognize you earlier. It's not out of your control. Let the peace of God reign in your heart. You know, there is something you hear on the streets. When you see 2 people fighting or quarreling and someone says, let peace reign. I know a lot of people say that from a secular standpoint, but I want you to know it's a Bible teaching that I can allow peace. Metaphorically, you know, this reminds me of Genesis 4, when God warned Cain that sin lies at the door of your hearts. The Hebrew metaphor was the metaphor of an animal, a raging animal, looking for an opportunity to get you. Has it ever happened? You were in a compound that had a dog that didn't like you, and you always had to time your exits, because if you were unlucky, I'm telling you, I know what I'm saying. There was a time, you know, to make matters worse, the dog was a house dog. You know what they call house dog? Usually house dogs are small and cute. This one was a Doberman that they were calling house dog. You know what a Doberman is? Walking up and down the house, to Oga's bedroom, downstairs, everywhere. And I was on holiday. So I was on room arrest, not house arrest, room arrest. You dare not come out. And the dog just didn't like me. The dog, you know, remember that popular meme? As I see you, I just hate you, you know? And the dog just didn't like me for any reason. The person that was in charge of the dog said, just bring food, give the dog will like you. So the dog was in the cage. As I came, the dog was barking, angry. As I gave the dog the food, the dog ate it, raised his head, and started barking again. The word of God is this: allow peace in your hearts. The same way God was trying to entreat Cain, peace is trying to entreat you. I know you're angry. I know you say it's not your fault. Look at what they did to me. Look at what happened. You see, you have to understand there is a balance of 2 things. It is God who created the ability to feel, the ability to respond. But that same God gave you a mind so that you can govern those responses. You can govern those responses. And so he says, allow peace reign. Help me preach that to the person by your side. The person by your side may need it. Allow peace reign. Oh my God. So don't get carried away by how nice the person looks. That person might need this message. This might be a word from heaven for the person. The person may be a man of war. So tell the person, allow peace reign. You know, the second thing this teaches us is that peace is up to you. You can give it permission. You can give it allowance. You can decide that I'm going to allow peace reign in my heart. In the walk of faith, there are two exercises. You see, there is something a lot of people don't consider when we read that Peter walked on water. When he stepped out of the boat and he did not sink, and he walked on water, that was miracle enough. No man has ever done that or had ever done that. No man by his normal capacity can walk on water. So it was miracle enough. But Jesus did not stop there. Even when the wind became boisterous, Jesus still expected Peter to walk on water. So the miracle shouldn't stop because things got tough. Are you listening to me? So when the winds began to rage more than before and they became boisterous, and Peter, upon observing the wind, began to sink, Jesus still said, why did you doubt? Why did you doubt? So it just tells you, you may be doing okay in your Christian work, but there is a training that gives you the fortitude and the stamina to stand in the evil day, to still stand.